from Phoenix. So getting this dub over the weak Chicago Sky should make everybody feel a little bit better, man. Final score of the game is 92-70. KK showed up too, man. She was critical as well, man. I gotta keep it real with her showing up and showing out, but Sophie Cunningham, y'all know what Sophie gonna do when they pass her the ball, bro. Sophie, 16, 2, and 3. She only played 28 minutes, man. But Sophie could do numbers like this all the time if they pass her the ball. And I'm liking what I'm seeing out of the team, kind of getting her involved. Natasha Howard.
The Indiana Fever secured a decisive victory against the Chicago Sky, winning 92-70 despite playing with just 9 available players. This triumph came as a welcome relief following their recent disappointing defeat to Phoenix. Lexi Hull emerged as the standout performer, delivering an exceptional shooting display from beyond the arc. Her three-point accuracy was remarkable throughout the contest, though she experienced a concerning moment when she twisted her ankle during a collision. Despite this scare, Hull maintained her outstanding form and finished with 17 points, connecting on all 3 of her three-point attempts in 32 minutes of action. Kelsey Mitchell also contributed significantly with 26 points and 8 three-pointers, shooting an impressive 48% from long range.
The team kind of getting her involved. Natasha Howard, I don't know where the hell she been at. She had 7 points, 11 rebounds, and 19 points. At this point, y'all might have to put KK in the starting lineup, man. She had 7 rebounds and 17 points. See, KK made tough shots in critical moments. I feel like she kind of earned a starting spot. Dancers played 18 minutes. He played way too many minutes too. She only had 4 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists.
This performance marked a notable improvement for Mitchell, who had struggled with her three-point shooting in previous games. Sophie Cunningham proved her worth once again, recording 16 points and 2 three-pointers in just 28 minutes of playing time. Her recent stretch has been particularly impressive, maintaining a 53% three-point percentage over her last 13 contests, including this victory. The team's depth was tested with several key players unavailable. Katie Lou Samuelson stepped up admirably, contributing 17 points and 7 rebounds while making crucial shots during pivotal moments. Her performance has strengthened arguments for a potential starting role.
She only had 4 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. I don't know what's going on with Chloe Bibby, y'all. I ain't gonna hold you, but I don't know what the hell happened to Chloe Bibby, man. It's looking spooky for her. But Aaliyah Boston, 15, 3, and 4, outstanding game. But like I said, Lexi Hall, 17, 3, and 3, man. She played 32 total minutes. She had a little incident where she hurt her ankle. But overall, Lexi Hall looked magnificent, bro. I just gotta keep it real. I'm pleased with what I seen out of Lexi.
Aaliyah Boston provided solid production with 15 points, 3 rebounds, and 4 assists. However, some players struggled to make their mark, with certain rotation members failing to capitalize on their opportunities despite receiving significant minutes. Natasha Howard managed 7 points and 11 rebounds, though her overall impact remained limited. The team's shortened rotation forced extended playing time for several players, highlighting the importance of depth as they navigate their current personnel challenges. During the contest, an unusual moment occurred when fans expressed their displeasure with head coach Stephanie White's timeout decision, audibly showing their disagreement with the strategic choice. The timeout was called when a player had an open three-point opportunity, leading to visible frustration from both players and supporters.
Oh, I just gotta keep it real. I'm pleased with what I seen out of Lexi. Let's head on over to Twitter, see what the fans is saying, man, because pretty sure everybody is reacting to this. We got none other than Kelsey Mitchell, 26, 8, and 3. She was 4 8 from 3. And what's crazy is that she's been playing so bad these last couple games from 3. So to see her kind of get it together in this game, but guys, we have to remember these are games that they should win. Like they should beat the Sky. Like this.
Caitlin Clark also had a brief scare when she stepped on a coach's foot during play, but she appeared to recover without serious injury. The victory improved the team's positioning, placing them just 1.5 games behind the 3rd seed in the standings. This win against Chicago, while expected given the opponent's struggles this season, provided valuable momentum and confidence for the squad. Looking ahead, the team faces Dallas on Tuesday in what should be another winnable matchup, though they'll need to remain cautious given their current roster limitations. The continued strong shooting from Hull, Mitchell, and Cunningham will be crucial as they navigate this challenging period without several key contributors. The Sky, meanwhile, continue their disappointing campaign, having failed to defeat Indiana in any of their matchups this season.
Guys, we have to remember these are games that they should win. You know, like they should beat the Sky. Like this should be a given win. Now, they got to play the Wings Tuesday, which should be another game that I think they should win. But we know Paige always shows up and shows out for those games. With us being kind of shorthanded right now, I don't know. But Lexi Hall keep playing like this. Nasty, bro. Nasty. Caitlin even had to say something about Lexi, dog. Lexi looked it good. I ain't going to hold you, man. I can't even lie. Rivalry. Yeah, this ain't no rivalry, man. Shout out to
Their struggles have been evident throughout the year, making this result unsurprising despite Indiana's personnel challenges. Chicago's inability to compete effectively was apparent from the opening tip as they trailed 48-37 at halftime and never mounted a serious comeback threat. The Fever's balanced attack and superior execution proved too much for their opponents to handle. The absence of key players has created opportunities for role players to step up, and several have responded positively. This depth development could prove valuable as the season progresses and the team seeks to maintain their playoff positioning. Overall, this comfortable victory provided exactly what the team needed following their recent setback, demonstrating their ability to bounce back and perform effectively even with a limited roster.
rivalry, man. Shout out to to Aswin, man. Look, last time the Sky ain't beat them at all. 5-17. The Sky ain't beat them none this season. This ain't no rivalry. What's turning into a rivalry is them and Phoenix, bro. Them and Phoenix is definitely turning into a rivalry. They say guards or not, no depth or not, we own the Sky. Kelsey Mitchell with a 20-piece. Lexi getting her shot back. Sophie, AB owning their minutes. Tosh with a near double-double. Turner managed to be.
Recent discussions among college basketball coaches have revealed fascinating insights about optimal strategies for utilizing Caitlin Clark's exceptional talents. These conversations highlight significant contrasts between theoretical coaching approaches and current professional implementation. Several prominent Big Ten coaches shared their perspectives on maximizing Clark's impact on the court. Their unanimous approach centers on ball dominance and creative freedom rather than restrictive systems. UCLA's coaching staff suggests minimal complexity, simply allowing Clark to advance past midcourt and operate freely. The Wisconsin approach involves establishing Clark at the top of the key, spreading other players wide, and creating isolation opportunities for her individual brilliance.
Tosh with a near double-double. Turner managed to be a negative even in the blowout. 1.5 games behind third seed. Let's get it cracking, man. So y'all can see this box score right here, man. The Fever did their thing, bro. Let's see what Kelsey Mitchell had.
You all stay together, committed to each other, and that's what you guys see. It's us staying together. You all stayed together when you were booing your coach. I've never seen that during a game before because of the timeout. Just the fun this team is having. How is that going to help you all as you move forward?
Nebraska's strategy acknowledges defensive pressure by implementing multiple screening actions, specifically designed to facilitate Clark's signature left-handed step-back three-pointer. This recognition of her trademark shot demonstrates sophisticated game planning around her unique skill set. Purdue's philosophy emphasizes maintaining possession in Clark's hands as the primary decision-maker. Rather than forcing shots, this approach grants her first option status while enabling distribution to teammates when superior opportunities emerge. The coaching staff recognizes her dual threat as both scorer and playmaker.
Team is having. How is that going to help you all as you move forward? We gotta laugh to keep from crying. Losing Sid was big. Losing Eric McDonough was big, and not having CC is even bigger. So those three not being here, we gotta take every joy that we can, and we want to enjoy it while we can enjoy it, but also respect the game. Congrats, Kelsey. Thank you. I appreciate it.
So there was a moment in the game where Stephanie White was booed for calling a timeout. I'm trying to find it now. I forgot all about that. Let's see here if we can find it. Oh, man, I hope we find it.
Multiple coaches stress screening assistance while maintaining Clark's shooting freedom from anywhere beyond half court. The consensus involves minimal structured plays, preferring simple ball screens and spatial concepts that maximize her natural abilities. One coach specifically mentions utilizing staggered screens or pin-down actions to create three-point opportunities, though acknowledging Clark requires minimal space to operate effectively. These strategic discussions underscore Clark's exceptional court vision and passing ability. Her single-game record of 19 assists, along with multiple 13-assist performances, demonstrates elite playmaking that complements her scoring prowess.
For one, I would contend that maybe this team has actually underachieved a little bit. And look, when you have losses like you had the other night to the Phoenix Mercury, where it was such a big game from the standpoint of you're playing against somebody that was on the team this year. You're playing against somebody that was on the team this year and really sort of pissed on the organization as a whole and the fandom when trying to.
The coaching philosophies reveal unanimous agreement on ball-centric systems designed around Clark's versatility. Rather than fitting her into existing structures, these approaches build offensive concepts around her strengths. However, questions arise regarding current professional coaching decisions. The Indiana Fever's recent coaching history presents concerning patterns that warrant examination. Stephanie White's previous tenure at Vanderbilt University resulted in a disappointing 46-83 record across 5 seasons.
Organization as a whole and the fandom when trying to worm their way out in order to get to Phoenix. And, I'm talking about DeWanna Bonner. So that in itself should have had that. Do you think an NFL coach like Jim Harbaugh doesn't use something like that? Do you think an NBA coach that's worth a grain of salt would not use something like the DeWanna Bonner situation to piss off the squad?
This performance alone raises questions about coaching effectiveness at the highest levels. More troubling was the exodus of talent during White's Vanderbilt period. At least 9 starting players transferred from the program, suggesting systemic issues with player retention and satisfaction. This pattern indicates potential conflicts between coaching philosophy and player development. Notable departures included Rebecca Dolman, the team's leading scorer, who transferred in 2015.
Squad and get them ready to play? Or how about the fact that one of your stars on your team, Sophie Cunningham, played there forever, and they're going back to Phoenix? Don't you want to get galvanized, get cemented together, get fired up to try to help Sophie win? Nah. The team went out there. Sophie's the only one that showed up. As far as I can tell, the coach didn't even show up. That was a massive.
SEC All-Freshman honorees Kayla Overbeck and Aaron Wallen also left the program in 2016, along with Blessing Ojafor. Additional transfers included Chelsea Hall, who had accumulated over 1,000 career points, and Autumn Newby, who moved to Louisville and LSU respectively. Cole Love, another leading scorer before season cancellation, remained in the transfer portal, highlighting ongoing instability. The departure of 2 leading scorers, Dolman and Love, particularly concerns those analyzing coaching effectiveness. This pattern suggests potential limitations in accommodating high-level talent within existing systems.
Massive loss. 35-point loss in a game where this team should have absolutely been motivated. Never mind the fact that they were playing a team that is in direct line with the playoff standings. You're in the playoff run now. All right, we're headed down that street of getting Caitlin Clark back. She may be back in theory. We're here.
These personnel losses raise fundamental questions about coaching adaptability. The ability to manage exceptional talents like Michael Jordan requires specific leadership qualities that accommodate individual brilliance while maintaining team cohesion. The concern centers on whether rigid coaching philosophies can effectively utilize transcendent players. History shows successful coaches adapt their systems around generational talents rather than forcing conformity to predetermined structures. Recent team performance adds to these concerns.
Back. She may be back in theory. We're hearing maybe Tuesday. That would have been a huge win, a huge statement. And I've got a real problem with the lack of fire around this team the other night, and that's on the coach. It's on the coach. And you know why they weren't fired up? Because there's no way in hell Stephanie White was going to ignore her peachy, friendly, wrap my loving arms.
The 35-point loss to Phoenix Mercury, featuring former team members, demonstrated concerning lack of motivation and preparation. This game represented missed opportunities for team building and competitive statement making. The Mercury game held particular significance due to personnel connections. Dana Bonner's departure from the Fever to Phoenix created natural motivational opportunities that appeared unused. Similarly, Sophie Cunningham's return to Phoenix should have provided additional emotional fuel for the team.
Ignore her peachy, friendly, wrap my loving arms relationship with DeWanna Bonner. She was not going to use that to fire this team up. She wasn't going to do it. And that's a problem. I think that's why you need an NBA coach. You need somebody that doesn't have the tentacles, the roots of this league growing all through them and poisoning every move they make, including front office moves, how they're using players.
Professional coaching requires utilizing all available motivational tools, including personal connections and rivalries. The apparent failure to capitalize on these elements suggests missed leadership opportunities during crucial moments. The contrast between college coaches' enthusiasm for Clark-centric systems and professional implementation raises questions about current strategic directions. Elite players require coaching approaches that maximize their unique abilities rather than constraining them within inflexible frameworks. The coaching community's unanimous support for giving Clark maximum creative freedom stands in stark contrast to any system that might limit her impact.
And poisoning every move they make, including front office moves, how they're using players like Caitlin Clark. Check this out. This is Big Ten coaches, and they are talking about how they would use Caitlin Clark. Now, if you're wondering, Mick Cronin from UCLA's in this, Fred Hoiberg from Nebraska. You got Greg Gard from Wisconsin, Eric Musselman. I believe Matt Painter is in here from Purdue.
The transfer patterns from White's previous position suggest potential conflicts between individual excellence and team philosophy. Current playoff positioning makes these coaching decisions increasingly crucial. Every game carries heightened significance, making tactical and motivational preparation essential for success. The combination of strategic questions and historical performance patterns creates legitimate concerns about maximizing Clark's professional potential. Her exceptional talents deserve coaching approaches that enhance rather than restrict her natural abilities.
I believe Matt Painter is in here from Purdue, and they're all talking about how would they use Caitlin Clark.
What play am I drawing up? Not much, just let her cross half court. That's all you got to do.
I've just drawn up a play to get her at the top of the floor, flatten everybody else out, give her an ISO, and let her go do her thing.
Well, I think she wants some screens. You know, they're going to be throwing the kitchen sink at her defensively, so we'll get her running off 2 or 3 screens and try to get her going to the left so she can shoot that trademark 3-point step-back shot.
Well, obviously, with somebody like that can pass,
These discussions highlight the fundamental difference between coaches who adapt their systems around exceptional talent and those who expect talent to conform to predetermined structures. The college coaching consensus suggests the former approach yields superior results. The upcoming return of Clark from injury makes these strategic considerations immediately relevant. How the coaching staff utilizes her talents during the critical playoff push will demonstrate their commitment to maximizing her unique abilities. Professional basketball requires coaching flexibility that accommodates generational talents while maintaining team success.